Alfredo Häberli has his first solo exhibition here in Zurich. Alfredo, the exhibition is called Surround Things. Can you tell us a little bit about the title?
Yes, like maybe you know, I study here in the same building. I finished my study 70 years ago, but during the study I found out that I was more interested in the size of a room, of a building, and not more, not of a skyscrapers and just a single house. So I found out that I also was very interested in surroundings, in objects that are around me, so I can use my experience to create something new. And the world plays with surroundings and surround things, so around objects.
So it's a game with words.
Yes,
yeah.
of course. I'm showing a lot of ideas surround my things, my objects. So that's how we came.
We have a part in the exhibition where you show the design history of Switzerland. And as far as I have read things of you, design history is always very important in the creating process.
Yes, for me it's important first because there are a lot of people and people that are not alive anymore but who create fantastic things. So it's not only me, Alfredo Häberli, the designer, there are other ones more important. At the meantime, it's also a respect that I have for that, but also an inspiration, a pool of inspiration for me, and that's why.
You have some idols, I presume. Who is it? Who are your idols in design?
Oh, there are so many that we can just talk about that alone. But you mean Swiss idols?
Swiss or international,
Swiss like Kurt Tutt or Hans Bellmann. I like very much the two people. That Hans Bellmann is not so known. Kurt Tutt a little bit more, and then maybe Kienzle. Yes, no, not everyone knows.
Your things that you are designing, they are regarded like functional, precise, and charming. Is that possibly a mixture about your nature? You're born in Argentina and you came with 13 years to Switzerland.
Yes, of course. I was geprägt. That means, I had a very strong influence from the university here, from the school, and that was more the function. And afterwards, working with the Italian, I figure out that we can talk a lot about beauty, which I was not able to talk during the study. So I think the charming one is a little bit my Argentinian side, the Latin side. I like to make with the eyes like that, you know. I don't know how you say, like a ring with the eyes, because it gives a little bit of légèreté, a little bit of distance to your own work.
I saw once a photo of your atelier, and I saw a lot of things hanging around the walls. And I read something like you're a collector of things. So, if you get, if you are asked to design an object, you're collecting things around that object.
Yes, I have to say that there is no scientific idea behind the collection. It's just object that sometimes I even don't know for what you can use it, or I take it or buy it because there is the way how it was used, or a special way how it was used, or there is a special idea behind that I could maybe use it for something totally different. It's also but the admiration to anonymous design, so they are really not expensive objects, they are just objects done by the industry, so it could be a screw, it could be something done in rubber, because I'm working on some other rubber object, so I try to learn how it was produced, so it's just to learn. Observe. I always say observing is the best way of thinking. So sometimes it took me like years to find out for what you can use it, because I found it.
had a quick view around the exhibition and I saw a lot of things out of a kitchen. And you said once, the kitchen is the soul of a home. So, are kitchen objects especially important for you? Or especially interesting?
No, I grew up with restaurants and hotel, so I'm coming from a hotel family and restaurant. So I figure out that I spend more time in the kitchen than in the living room. And of course you are just, your childhood is very important for your future. So for me was the kitchen. And that's why I love so much everything that is around the kitchen.
So you are married and you have 2 children, and I presume family life is always very much in the kitchen as well. So you get your inspirations from family at home.
Yes, that's true. And I met my wife 22 years ago here in the museum, and we are together since then. So it's a very nice space to be. And of course, the family is very important for me. It gives me also a lot of relaxation concerning the pressure that we have in the everyday. The pressure that I give myself because I want to do one step forward than what I know from the history. So that's very good always to just go home and be like we are all the normal man and normal father.
And maybe sometimes often the first feedback as well of the feedback from your from the people who are working in your department.
Yes, of course. I have 7 employees and it's a nice family. It's my second family. I always say I have 7 employees because we are not 8 because I don't work, so I never count myself. But of course, it's very important. I mean, design in general is always a ping pong with the client, it's a ping pong with the engineer, it's a ping pong with my employees. So I don't believe in a designer that is just in his room and create a fantastic idea. I think that's not true. Design is always working together with humans, with people, it's communication. So, yes.
If you could choose 3 objects to design, what would that be?
I think a table, a chair, and a glass.
So very normal things which you have to use in normal life, not a car or.
So the dream,
Yeah,
the dream.
maybe
That's
maybe
something. Yeah.
something which you haven't designed already.
Okay. Now I understand. Yes, I would like to design a pencil. I would like to design a sailboat. I would like to design a theater stage. So I can. I don't sail, so I have to go in deeply in this theme. So I will maybe start sailing if I have to design a sailboat.
So we hope the audience has heard what Alfredo Häberli wants to design in the future.
Yes. But it doesn't matter what it's just always interesting. You have to go in too deeply to the theme and create out of it something. So I'm not worried about it, even if it is complicated.
Alfredo Häberli, you have been awarded in Kortrijk as the first Swiss designer for a very important design award. You're 44, you have your first solo exhibition here in Zurich. What is next?
I just want to take off next weekend, and Monday I will start again thinking.
Okay, so good luck for the future and thank you very much for the interview.
Thank you. Bye-bye.